Joined by a good friend of ours for many years. We've known and loved this guy. Abe Goldstein is joining us right now. And you may think of him when the first time you hear the name Abe Goldstein, you think of accordion.
Squeeze box.
But this guy is much more than just an accordion.
Also tambourine and triangle.
No, I'm a specialist. Those are tough. Those are real instruments.
Those are hard instruments to learn.
Those are hard.
But no,
if I played tambourine, they could call me a musician.
We don't want to go that far. But you are incredible about finding amazing musicians that you bring to the Metro.
Especially jazz
Especially jazz.
You really like jazz.
That all I've listened to since I was 8 years old. My wife says, you must have been a strange 8-year-old kid.
And it's continued through the years.
It's continued through the years.
But something coming up which is really cool.
Right, so about maybe 12 years ago, my wife and I decided, you know, the people I listen to are not that popular. I mean, they aren't Garth Brooks.
Like Tito Puente.
I know who Tito Puente is.
They're going to sell out 5 shows at Wells Fargo.
Right.
And we used to go to New York or Chicago to see them. And one night she said, wouldn't it just be cheaper to bring them to Des Moines? So we started calling some of these musicians that I've known over the years or I want to see, and we invite them to Des Moines. And they come here, and my wife cooks for them, and they love it here.
So it's the whole package. This is a tag team here.
Definitely. I couldn't do it without Jackie.
That is great.
Well, it's one of those things that a lot of times we don't even know about these incredible artists because they're not well known. And you're giving us an opportunity to...
Right. I mean, it's Jackie and I say it's an opportunity to share the music that we love, or at least I love. I can't speak for her.
Okay.
It's the community we love.
So let's talk about who you're bringing in this year.
So on March 31st, Steve Kuhn, who's a great piano player, will be at Caspe Terrace out in Waukee with his trio.
There he is playing there.
All right. And the amazing thing about Steve Kuhn, the first concert I ever promoted in Des Moines, I was at Drake for the Drake Major Attractions Committee, and Steve was the piano player on that day.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I asked him, do you remember last time you were in Des Moines? And he said, no. I said, good, because they stayed at a dorm.
Oh, gosh.
We picked them up in a car, not even realizing, well, they're going to have an upright bass, so we had to call a friend's father to bring a station wagon. They wanted something to eat. It was on a Sunday night. This is 43 years ago, and I still remember it. No place was open on a Sunday night in Des Moines 43 years ago.
Did you 43 years ago?
We went to the Holiday Inn by the airport.
By the airport, across the airport.
And you couldn't buy drinks then. These were jazz musicians.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
So that's when he said, I don't remember being in Des Moines. I said, great. You'll remember it this time.
So what is so fantastic about
Steve
this man?
Kuhn has been playing for probably 6 decades and playing with the cream of the crop of jazz musicians. He played with John Coltrane before Coltrane established his real quartet, which was a significant part of jazz history. I mean, he's an amazing piano player. And it'll be an evening of standards, so tunes from the Great American Songbook that you probably are familiar with. Jazz tunes, and then he's a great composer on top of that.
And that's going to be at the end of this month.
March 31st.
March 31st.
Okay.
All right.
So,
what else do we have coming up?
On April 19th, tenor saxophonist Ernie Krivda, who is from Chicago, someone I've listened to for years, and my wife Jackie and I saw him in Chicago about 3 years ago and went up to him and said, we need to bring you to Des Moines. So he was here a couple of years ago and wanted to come back because
he loved it so much.
He loved the pie.
Is this your wife's a good cook?
Yeah. I always tell her she bakes pies. She's always baking pies for the State Fair. I tell her she should do a book on the pies of jazz musicians.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Lee Konitz likes blueberry, and this guy likes coconut cream, and this guy likes...
She should.
Yeah, so maybe
And she can, the title? Upper Crust.
Upper Crust. There you go.
Boom.
Upper Crust.
He's an idea guy.
Jackie,
There you go.
call us. We're going to make this happen.
So he'll be there on April 19th.
Okay.
Yeah. The tenor sax, not an easy instrument to play.
Nope, and he plays it amazingly well. And great writer of tunes. So,
Abe, tell us about, if we haven't been over there, Caspe Terrace.
So Caspe Terrace is owned by the Jewish Federation.
Okay.
And it's out in Waukee, just south of the interstate.
South of the interstate.
South of the interstate. So you think you're going to Boonville, but it's still considered Waukee, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, because I didn't even know it was
Yeah, I have to tell people that.
Okay.
So.
That sounds like a plan.
I like it.
The Jewish Federation put up this building. It has a social hall, it has a library, it has a day school for Jewish students, and then there's this amazing auditorium, 150 seats, perfect acoustics. We never allow anyone to use any electronic microphone sound system. Forget it.
So this is all natural sound.
You hear the
All
music the
unplugged,
way
huh?
it should be done.
All right.
And then the Waukee Area Arts Council is kind enough to host a reception after the show. Dessert reception, and the musicians come out, and you can meet these incredible players and just hang out with them and talk with them until
Whenever.
you're ready to leave, or they're ready
That's
to leave.
amazing.
All right, so what do people need to do if they want to go to the event?
They need to call me.
Just call you.
Call me,
Call me.
515-279-6452. 515-279-6452.
Now it looks like you do also have a Facebook page there, ready to go. Des Moines
We do?
SCJC.
Oh, well, that's the Community Jazz Center of
Okay.
Greater Des Moines, so you can find out information
there as well.
Okay.
This is a pretty cool deal, folks. And again, a very intimate venue, only 150 seats.
150 seats, and musicians talk to you. You can talk back to them. It's pretty casual.
Otherwise, show up March 31st. When do things kick off? What time?
Well, doors open at 7, concerts at 7:30.
All right.
So the other thing about the concerts that you should know is that my wife and I have a favorite song, and because we're paying the bills,
Right.
any musician that plays at Caspe Terrace has to play that song.
Oh,
One song in particular.
Once East of the Sun, West of the Moon. You know that tune?
you've
Old
played it
standard?
before, yeah.
I have?
Yeah.
And you recognized it?
She didn't go that far, Ed. Okay.
I heard a C. And I didn't know,
It
but-
kind of sounded like your version of Stairway to Heaven on the accordion. So.
But yeah, every musician has graciously played that for us.
it is a
It's
classic
tune that's
standard.
inscribed in our wedding rings, the opening lyrics.
great.
That's right, yeah.
So
That is
kind
awesome.
of special for us, and it's always neat. As soon as they start playing it, the audience knows why.
And I bet everybody plays it a little bit different.
Oh yeah, it's amazing to hear this song that's been around since the 1930s, played in amazing different ways. So I'm looking forward to Steve Kuhn playing it. I think he's played it on a record.
Well, and there's
once.
something about jazz and American standards that when you look at what's happening in a majority of today's music, doesn't tell a story, doesn't have the heart like these jazz musicians, how it tells a story throughout the whole set, which is amazing. And to have an intimate show like that where you can reach out and touch the artist and talk to them with 100 other people, that's a rarity.
Yeah. So I mean, most of them after the performance, they say it's like playing in a living room. I mean, they get to know us, they get to know people in the audience, and most of them come back again to do it again. So
There you go.
All right, so
Take advantage.
Steve Kuhn.
Performance on the 31st.
I'm going to pick him up in a real car this time. He's got a real hotel room.
That's
All
good,
right.
yeah.
Real
Jackie will cook
food.
for him. We won't have to go to the Holiday Inn.
That's
Nothing
even better.
against
I
the
think they like
Holiday
that
Inn.
as much as anything
Right.
else. So the first performance is on the 31st of March, and the second performance will be on April the 19th. Wonderful.
All right.
All right.
Hey, Gabe, good to see you, my
Thank you,
friend.
Abe. Come on out.
Everybody,
Great to
thank you
see
so
You
you.
much.
can come out there and sing East of the Sun with them.
Perfect.
Done and
All right,
done.
We have a game plan.